Hello everyone, this is Super Dimensional Bun. Today I'll be reviewing Bandai's high-grade Universal Century Crossbone Gundam X1 from the manga series Crossbone Gundam. This kit was released in 2014 and retails for 1,800 yen. So, let's see, let's take a closer look at the kit. Let's see, there's some details here that, like the sticker here, I can't paint that. Unless you're really, really good. I use a sticker for that. A lot of details on this kit. Alright. So, this is one of the smaller kits out there for a Gundam. Just a signature cross thrusters. The dimensions on this kit are supposed to be 16 meters tall as opposed to a regular 18 meter tall Gundam. Alright, let's start with the articulation in the head. So the head, it's got good articulation. You can spin this thing 360. A lot of motion there. Tilt it left and right. Gotta be careful. The V-fin's very thin. Up, down. Not so much. Okay, well, not a big deal. Alright, got the elbow. Two elbows can bend forward. They're connected by ball joints. Alright, so spin 360 there and there. You get the hands, they're connected by ball joints as well. So, that. Okay, and the elbows can bend practically 90 degrees, or 180, but you got shoulder armor to get in the way. Okay. Now, waists. You can spin this waist 360. You have a little motion up and down in the middle of the waist. You can turn it a little bit more, but not a whole lot. Okay. Let's look at skirt armor, of course, that goes all the way up. There are no chain whips that are included in this kit. I think it's a Bandai thing. Alright. Turn the thighs 360. Excuse me. Legs can go pretty high. Almost do the can-can. Alright. Back. Let's get the skirt back down. Not too far. Alright. Splits. So, it can split pretty far. This side skirt armor is kind of getting in the way. I mean, if you take these off, it can literally do a 90-degree split. Alright. Okay, let's take a look at the knees. They can bend pretty good. Let's say, double jointed knees. All right, and then the ankles. Got some pretty good ankles here. This was ankle armor. Doesn't get away too much, but it does hinder some of the movements. This too can move. Let's get this thing reset, right? Okay. Not a whole lot. Up, down. Alright. And yeah, shoulder. The arms can go up this far. Oops. And it's probably split a good amount with the feet still flat, firmly planted. Not bad. Alright. So let's look at accessories. Oh, that's right. One last but not least, you got the backpack. So this thing can spin around. And each one of these thrusters are connected by ball joints. So they too can spin. Oops. And the thrusters here, they don't swivel out, you just take them out, turn them. So you can have them all pointing outward to simulate a really, I don't know, weird thrusting pose. Anyway. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at the accessories. Got quite a bit. A lot of it's beam related, but let's start off with the heat daggers. So you get 2 of these. You can fit it in the hands. So here's the handle itself. The covers. Pretty nice. You had to paint the handles because this thing was all gray. Alright, let's see. Next you got these more heat daggers that go onto the feet. Just insert them on the bottom like that. You can put 2 on, but I'm not sure why. So you can, whoops, kick an enemy mobile suit with the dagger. Let's go ahead and fix this. Oh. So this is the arm, obviously. You put the cover on like so. Stick it into the poly cap. Nice and firmly. Alright. Let's see what else. What's next? Well, you got 2 of these brand markers. They fit onto these things on the back of the arm. So you go ahead and swivel out that. Let's get these pieces out. Now they're pretty firmly stuck in, so you gotta be careful with that. Maybe I should shave it down a little so they pop out a little easier. Oh boy. Gotta be very careful not to break these things. Why do I do this? Well, here's a beam saber. It might help me with this for a second. Maybe not. Let's try the other side. You know what? I'm going to pause it. I'll be right back. Alright, now we're back. So I got the piece out. So you swivel this part all the way up to the front and then reconnect this part. Now, let's go ahead and insert the beam marker like so. Now, you're ready to punch some mobile suits and leaving X mark shape in them. So you get 2 of them. So you can do it for both hands. Alright, next you got the beam shield, which also fits in the same exact place. Pretty nice big pink piece of plastic. Alright, you can just insert it there. Now it's ready to block attacks. This thing can spin as well. It's connected by a round peg. Alright, and that's that. The beam emitter. It's quite different from, let's say, the F91, which I do not have. So, anyway, just going to fold this back and connect this back on, like so. Okay, what's next? Okay, like I showed you guys earlier, you got 2 beam sabers, 1 and 2. Pretty nice, you know, good size. They're kind of unique to the mobile suit. The pegs that connect into the beam sabers are actually a little smaller than the normal ones. I tried putting in the one I had for my GNX in here, but the pegs don't fit. Also, the beam sabers are a little shorter than normal. I mean, I guess it's for a smaller mobile suit. All right. Excuse me. All right. Next, you got the beam. Sorry, buster gun. It's very musket looking. It could connect into the side skirt armor right here in the hard point. Just insert right there, and then could travel with it. All right, but let's see. Now, what's kind of unique is that Bandai provided 2 sets of hands, left and right, for this buster gun. Now, they have pegs in here to fit on hands, So you can insert it into the side like that. Pretty nice. It's a good option to have in either hand. And the reason for that is that it has another weapon. The beam zamber, whatever. It's basically a giant beam saber, like so. Let's put this guy a little further back. And so here's a regular beam saber, and then the beam zamber. About the same length, but much fatter. Pretty cool. It's made of clear plastic. All right. And that fits, this fits specifically on its own hand. So here's one closed hand, not one with a finger out, like so. There's two handles, as you can see, and I'll show you guys why in a minute. So it could fit in here. So this hand is a little angled outward, mainly for, actually, you know what, I think these hands could actually work with it too. But anyway, now this thing can transform to combine with the Buster gun. So this is the transformation sequence. Let's take this hand out. Okay, now we go ahead and turn the handle, push this part up, and now insert this peg here. And now you have the combined Zam Buster. Don't know how much more powerful it's supposed to be, but you know, you combine two weapons, it should be more powerful, right? Anyway, so put it in the hand, take off the back cover, insert the hand, so, and, whoops. Let's put the cover on. Come on. Okay. And try this again. Alright, there you go. It's kind of nice looking. It's unique, definitely. You don't have many space pirates out. Bandai doesn't make very many space pirates, I guess. Alright, so that's how it fits onto the hand. You gotta turn the arm a little bit to make it look point straight. Pretty cool. Anyway, alright, next, last but not, well, let's see, next you also got a second face. Let's see if we can focus on that. It's an open vent. I'm not sure why. I don't know much about the Crossbone Gundam, to tell you the truth. I guess it just releases heat. I don't know. Alright. Last but not least, you got a core fighter piece. Pretty nice. It's very detailed. Now, you need to take the thrusters off the back of the Gundam and just insert it. Let's make this guy stand up straight. Insert it into the back of the core fighter. There you go. So you go ahead and push the thrusters back. And there it is. So it has a peg hole on the bottom here, so you can fit onto a action base, like this one. Let's turn this thing down. It's pretty odd looking, but that's how it is. So let's get that straight. So that's it for the kit. Now let's go ahead and talk about the pros and cons. Cons first is that this is a very detailed kit. There's pros and cons to that, in the sense that you know, you have to do a lot of work to make this thing look good. A lot of details to add in there. This kit only came in a few basic colors, like, you know, black, gray, white, and yellow, and a little red. but all the little lines, all the little dots, those things need painting. Let's see, like the bottom of the feet need painting, the legs here and there. I even painted the insides of this ankle armor. Yellow on the thrusters, the yellows on the shoulders, even on where the two beams, not beam sabers, Vulcan guns are. I guess that's where also the beam sabers are as well. The white parts here, and the black up here for this white piece. All needs painting. Bandai did provide a lot of stickers for it, but I'm not too fond of stickers, so I had to use the one for the crest because, I mean, the chest, because, you know, like, there's so much detail in that, I can't, there's no way I could paint that. These little red lines here are painted in. But yeah, I mean, it took me, I don't know what it was, but it took me a long time to build this kit. I started it, I put it off, I started again, I put it off. Just the amount of details on this really, you know, you get tired of it, you want to move on to the next kit. So yeah, unfortunately that's me, and I'll do a video on that later. But yeah, but other than that, you know, it's, well, let's see, there's a lot of articulation. See, a lot of parts move, so you got to adjust a lot of pieces just to make it look good, or make a good pose. I mean, the arms could fall off again any moment. Again, you got to tighten it every so often. But you know, any highly articulated kit, that's what you're gonna get. Pros, of course, you get a ton of accessories. Let's just take a look at all the little things that came with it. 3 extra hands, 4 sets of knives, all these clear beam parts, and you get a core fighter. So that's pretty nice. Now you got this nicely designed kit. This was a redesign of the Crossbone Gundam. It was done by, redesigned by Katoki, whatever, the guy who did Unicorn Gundam. I mean, he redesigned it for the master grade version of this. He did a good job, I think, with the Crossbone Gundam. Back to the cons, I would say the price. That's the first thing that I want to point out. Because, well, no, last thing, I'm sorry. 1,800 yen. Now, that's a pretty high price for a HGUC kit. Usually, they don't go for that high. Maybe 1,600 yen, not 1,800 yen. So, I suppose that's all for all the accessories that you get with this kit, all the clear beam parts. But it's a relatively small kit, so you know, it's hard to justify that kind of price for something this size. I could only imagine that it's because of all the extra parts that you get. So yeah. So let's take a quick look at other kits. So for a regular size Gundam, here is the Strike. You can see it's almost a whole head and shoulder over the Crossbone Gundam. Now, here's another kit that's comparable size, is the Victory V2 Gundam. They're about the same height. Yeah, I mean, it's a nice kit, you know. Now, last but not least, here's a kit that's supposed to be about the same height, is the Wing Gundam. Now, this is the old version. I don't have the new version. Let's see if I can zoom that back. Remove that. So, yeah. And here are some extra core fighters. Let's go take this off the action base. You got the GP-01. Now, I know I don't have the backpack on, but it's roughly a third of the size. And then here is the V2 Gundam core fighter, much bigger. Anyway, so would you get this kit? I did, mainly because it was on sale. I got it from HLJ a while back, and it was on sale. But for 1,800 yen, I couldn't really justify buying this kit. I mean, without the X thrusters on the backpack and all the spiffy designs, I mean, it's basically a real basic Gundam. I mean, square shoulders, square legs. I don't know. I always kind of like the design. I mean, it has a lot of detail on it, but yeah, I wouldn't buy it full price. Let's just say that. So, Anyway, but you know, if you love design, go for it. I'd say. I mean, price is not a big deal for you. Yeah, then yeah, definitely a nice kit. I mean, I like it. A lot of detail on it. I spent a lot of time. It's a nice showpiece, you know. A lot of detail, like I said. It stands out quite a bit, but then again, you know, I have all these other Gundams that stand out, like the V2 Gundam as well. But yeah, if you like the theme, like skulls, got a skull on the head, of course. Yeah, I mean, it's a very detailed kit. But it's hard to justify the price, but you know, if you find it on sale and you always kind of liked it, yeah, go for it, just like I did. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't buy it otherwise. I mean, like I said, it's a rather basic design. It just has a lot of extra details on it to make it look special. But anyway, there you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Tune in again next time, and I will see